All right, what's going on, everyone? It's a pre-com here. So with no time lose over here, we're gonna start hopping into some multi missions over here, and like I did for the other one over there. At the end of the match, I'm gonna do some rating. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take a look into like who's kind of like what kind of EXQ people are doing, and I'll probably pick the one that I see the least amount power wise, I guess. The least combat power, I guess. I don't know, but we'll see, right? So wow, they're almost dying or almost dead. Almost dying. All right. So let's see. All of them are trying to melee. I see. I'm gonna give him a little bit more time over here. So we got a transcend right over here. Was that was that 100k that I saw? That's good damage. Excellent damage, by the way. Let me actually. I guess I'll do this right here. This will not kill the whole barrier, so this should be good. All right. I just want to see the animation. Nice. All right, they can take care of the rest, I guess. Doing pretty good damage, right? Oh no, that's not alterated. Oh no, no, that is the Barbados Lupus Rex backpack. And alterated? Ooh, no. How much are they doing? What? Okay. All of them are not doing good damage overall. That's all I can say. But I'm gonna pick. I can only pick one to kind of review, I guess. Okay, that was some good damage because I think, yeah, there's still some melee attack buffer going on over here. So, all right, I think I'll just kind of wrap things up from here. I think I had prolonged a little bit too much. All right, thanks guys. Thank you. So let me see. I'm gonna pick one just to quickly take a look, give them a little bit of a suggestion, what they can amend to the overall build. I feel like what everyone is using in the build right now is strictly for their multi missions. I hope so. So maybe they don't really have the best of the build. So let me start with the ear gear, if that is how you pronounce it. So all right, let me see over here. So a lot of people are really using the dual type build. Is it? Let me also take a look at their gear. So okay, no, let's actually take a the look at the word tag up here. So you did pro tag close combat high mobility. That was excellent. But in terms of the gear, what I've seen, this is a problem right here. You didn't change out the gear to the melee. I know the purple one is gonna take a little bit more time to get like farm up to that purple gear. So I do hope one day they can kind of do some quality update where they allow us to form up those scraps a little bit more easier because it takes a lot. You have to scrap a lot of parts in order to get enough to farm it. So I get that, and capital too. Shot attack. I don't know why. Maybe they selected the wrong one. So let's assume they did select the wrong one. So that is a problem. So change those two should be good. Even at level 1 they should perform fairly well, but obviously getting to that level 3, the blue version is going to be better. But these two is going to take a little bit more time for them. I get that. It takes a lot of work, right? This requires you to get the specific pilot up to that certain level of proficiency, and then like all the part trays. So I get that. These two are good. But let's look at the overall build. You get, wow, this is a pretty excellent build, not gonna lie. This one is pretty excellent. In terms of the melee portion of it, melee weapon, this needs to change up here. This one is the Magnum Sword, so this is from the Night Unicorn. So it does have an alteration, but probably this person did not get that within that time period or whatsoever. I think the part they can change right now is either they want to stay with this one with an alterated version. If that's what they want to do, for say, the subslot is just bad, right? The subslot here, just ignore that. What they can do is either to upgrade this one to like a actual 99, which they're still missing 8 levels, or they can go to a free to play version where they can, because they need close combat, right? No, they don't really need close combat anymore, so they can just sub in something. Go over to the permanent side of it. You can look at those ones join the scales. They have some pretty good option. I think the one I was gonna recommend easier for me to remember right now, right? It's gonna be your double XCM, so the S and T type subslot those, and you can get yourself up to a 10k melee attack over here. You can also take a look into Force Impulse if you guys are lucky enough to pull it. Force Impulse does boost Protect and close combat, so that is a good option as well. Being high mobility, you can also look into Wing Gundam. But the big scale wind gun doesn't really boost melee all that much. But let's see. All the subslots are actually pretty good. Not bad. This one, wow, yeah, this one, yeah, not bad. It's a pretty good build. This one you need to change it probably. You need pro tag. We need pro tag. Like I said again, you can probably take a look into the big scale Ixia. That one have pro tag as well, or you can also that one does also give you. Yeah, this one is boosting S attributes. So what are you doing? All right, take a look at the T build to T type Ixia. That one gives you a T type melee boosting. So that this one will be good. Does have pro tag, can satisfy that requirement as well. In terms of the leg, this one is good. Yep, this one is definitely good. This one is an excellent portrait over there. This one is okay. Like you do have 20% boosting up here, so you wouldn't really mind that. But if you want to go a little bit further beyond, you can probably subside in a big scale. Any big scale that might have either protect or high mobility. That will give you a little bit more boosting, but that's not really needed. The most important part is going to be a portrait, which is satisfy already. Backpack wise, you're running a melee unit, so this one is not the most optimal build. The one I'm going to recommend is going to be the Asian Titus. That backpack has an excellent portrait that is going to work well with a free-to-play player, if, for example, right? But that one is a free-to-play option. This one is just not good overall. You don't really need another high mobility. That's why, right? This one is good. Gundam type. You're not running Gundam type, so this one is something you can kind of swap out later on, right? When you have enough parts for your build and all that. This one can be okay. This one just primarily just unusable because you're not running Gundam type. So I think this build overall needs some ICD. That's what I think I'm lacking. I don't really see. You don't need this one anymore, so you can probably subslide in something that can give you a better option in terms of tag wise and give you a little bit more stats. Yeah, this one is gonna be good. Are you running an Infighter? No, then this, yeah, you're not gonna get the benefit, unfortunately. Run the T-type version. If you can subslot this to the T-type Ixia, you're set. You're set to go. This one is actually good. All right, so this part is good right here. Mobility. Oh man, this one is it's a S type. So, oh yeah, okay, I'm dumb. So this one is running S type. So my bad on that. So this is actually good. So that's my bad on it. So this one is actually running S type. I thought for a second I saw a T type. So this one is actually good. What this guy needs to do is swap this one out, and then just pick some of those with those tags that you don't really need the extra of. You can probably sub in something to give you a little bit more boostings on that, all that. So in terms of the EXQ, those are perfect. Just the tail blade don't have the alteration, unfortunately. But let's hop into a second match now. All right, on to a second match over here. So this match over here, I happen to run into a crew member over here. So obviously I'm gonna get a little bit more boosting in terms of getting some those crew credits. Not crew credits, just those crew points. But the other two build does actually have pretty good combat power. So just gonna actually take a look and see what they can perform. So I'm seeing a pretty good decent amount of damage over here. So my crew member is using the extra drop. Not bad damage overall. Not bad. Ooh. Who's doing? Wow. Alright, got Tailblade over here. Let's see what the Tailblade can do for us over here. Wow. I mean, like, all their bros are actually pretty decent. So I don't know which one I should be rating that. Oh man, they are able to take it down themselves. So I'll probably skip this one. This is because they seems to be able to manage it themselves. So I'm gonna skip to a next match over here. Well, unfortunately, around this time, as I'm recording right now, there isn't a lot of people playing this. So we do have the same players or the same people playing again. So I'm probably just gonna wrap this one up real quick, and then I'll just rate one of them. And let me just let me just kill it right now. All right. All right, that was a miss. Unfortunate. Yikes. Yikes, man. All right, let's see if this one can kind of finish the job here, I guess. And then we'll just hop into. I'll pick one of them to rate, just to see what we're looking at. All right, that's it. All right, let me pick. Let me see. I don't know. I think all of them were doing decent amount of damage, so that's why I couldn't really decide. All right, like which one do I want to like hop in and rate? I feel like they should be doing pretty like they should be doing pretty good themselves anyway. So, what about this one? I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, this one is doing pretty good. So like, you got the optimal setup over here in terms of the tag. You got Ace exclusive Commander Gundam type. I think the one I can probably look at right now to see. I mean, this one does have a level. Yeah, this one is a pretty good build. You got like a level 99 new Gundam head over here. This one does yet to have its alteration. So whenever that gets a added alteration, this one is gonna be a powerful option over here. Yeah, the only problem right now with him. So what I don't recommend people doing, uh, in terms of like if you doing like a shot build, always trying to subside in the same head, or if you can find a big skill one to one your skill that has a good option. But first and foremost, if you guys are doing the big skill big skill subslot, make sure you do have a portrait for the main part because like most of the time, the big skill doesn't really have the best optimal setup over here. So this one is not good, obviously, but once it gets the alteration, it's going to be a lot more powerful. And the bad thing about the new gunner right here, you do have protect, so it's more of like a dual type build, so that is going to be unfortunate. So how they're going to build the second portrait is going to really depends. I feel like the second portrait won't be that good just because this is leaning toward more of like a dual type build, but it is leaning towards that shop build, obviously, right? But it just hasn't that protect, for whatever reason it has. So this guy is actually doing pretty good. You got for cycle chest breakers, so you do have, yeah, this one is good right here. Destiny. Okay. I mean, do you really need this one? Unless you are running like a full 100% CD build, is this guy doing that? Let me actually take a look. He is not. What is this one over here? Oh, this one? Yeah, this one. This one is. Oh, this one is a straight blue frame. This is the free to play option, or this is the Soul Kai version. I think this one. Can I even tell? No, I think this is the summonable one. The blue frame second revive version of it. I don't think, or maybe this is the no. Oh gosh, I don't want to back up. I'll double check in a bit. But this one, I guess, is okay. Like piercing it's not like the worst. Not is not usable, right? It's okay, but I think most of the time you do want like the actual boosting. This one is okay. Big shot attack rates by 30%. It is whatever. This one is level 10 already, so you should be doing good damage overall. Backpack wise, this one is serviceable, right? You do get a shooting power up boosted 25%. Close shot attack up by 30%. So this one you do have to be in that close proximity. I assume I never tested out this kind of portrait over here, so I assume any long range attack. This one not proctor, so I guess it's just better to switch over to something else if possible. But as a free to play option, this one is definitely good. Yeah, this one. Yeah, the problem with Commander is so limited to those exclusive parts. So this one is probably the only way to do it. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I feel it. So if you guys are trying to run that Commander tag, yeah, it is really limited in terms of what kind of parts you guys can be using, right? Unless you summon for it. So this one is good. This one is a new Gundam, so it does. So this one, oh yeah, this one does not have an alteration as well. Gundam type, yeah. The subslot option, yeah, Gundam type. I mean, Gundam type does have a lot of serviceable shot parts, so I don't know why they opted to use this one. Unless you want to boost a little bit of that melee attack, but it's not really needed for a shot build per se. High energy beam rifle, that is looking like the legends. No, this one is the. Wow, this guy got that to level 10, so this one is good. Okay. Yeah, this one is good, but I don't know why you're not using this one instead. This one should be the better option. I don't know why they did that, but yeah, they need to swap this one out. And then whenever the head gets the alteration, I guess this one will be the new gunner should be good afterward with the alteration. But that one should come out pretty soon, I suppose within the next few months, I guess. So, all right, let's move on to the next fight. All right, so I did manage to get 2 more people in over here. Yeah, I guess it's kind of late right now, so a lot of people are not playing. So we have a full on God Gundam for the other builds. And then the other person, Sakura. I think I saw that person already, so I'll probably rate him next, I guess. Okay, you got this the double sky backpack over here, so let's see what he can do. Not bad. 200k is actually not bad, and then we are running a full-on melee builds, so there should be a lot of buffing going on over here. So all right, so let's see what can they do in terms of the custom EX skill. I assume they should start some nicks. All right, so this is the Denial Gundam custom EX skill. How much are we doing? 400k. All right, 400k as the final blow, so not bad. What about the God Gundam? Yeah, that what is it? The arm casting EX skill takes a long time. What was that EX skill he was using? Okay, there you go. Let's see what he can do. Alright. 500k. Alright, not bad. Yeah, just like when you guys are running a lot of like, for example, if you hop in with like a full melee team over here, obviously those buffs going on should allow you to do more better damage overall. So that's why you're seeing all those numbers keep going up higher, higher, and higher every time because more buffs are applying. So if I were to use any of my EX skill right now, I can just contribute more to that, buffing. So everyone in total can just do more damage, despite the fact maybe your build is not too optimal or whatnot. I think I will go for the Sakura. If I'm butchering your name, so sorry for that. I think you do have a pretty decent build over here. So you know what? No, did I? No, I actually overclicked it. All right, let me see if I can run back with those same people, and then I'll rate them once again. Yeah, that's kind of my bad right there. Yikes. Alright, there's a guy here with a 2.74 mil. So I'm pretty sure he is gonna clean up the house over here. And I'll do the same thing. I'll rate the other, the Sakura. I like the one I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna be doing. Unfortunately, I overclicked it. So okay, so let's see. You know, I am I am actually gonna use my EX right now. Just oh, let's see what he can do. I want to see what kind of damage he can do out here. Let's see. Probably a few million. Where's the hit marker? Where's it at? What? Did it not hit? Gosh. All right, let me use this right here. F funnels, and then I'll use this right here. Let me wrap things up. Okay. All right. Did it? Did it not hit? What's going on? What? Come on, this better hit. This better finish the job. Come on, don't be like that. All right. All right. That took a little bit unfortunate. So let me not overclick it, and let me click on the Sakura. Yeah, I think I'm butchering your name. I'm so sorry for that. Let me see. So your build over here, I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, not bad. You are looking at 70k melee attack over here. So this one, I assume this one they built it specifically for this multi-missions over here. Thanks to Nogue over here in terms of like, let me just take a look at the critical parts. In terms of your melee option over here, yeah, this one is good. I went for that sub slot. The unicorn, the T-Type unicorn. Is this the unicorn perfect ability? Yeah, I don't think that's a good choice to even be running, right? So I feel like you could have went for a better melee option. So that one is not your good main sub slot over here. But the sub slot wise, that one's good. You are, obviously gonna get some 20%. That is the bare minimum because you're not even matching any of those tags over here. So this one does give you a little bit of a close combat melee power boosted by 18%. Are you running close combat? Yes, you are. In terms of the melee option over here, yeah, this one is good. Pretty good overall. I don't know why people are using the Magnum Sword over anything else. I see why, because this one does give you the most optimal in terms of like sub-slot bonuses, because this one is keep in mind this one is a big scale, so you do get a non-conditional 20% buff to sub-slot. Share the same two word tags over here, so this one is looking at around 40% in total. But unfortunate part, the Magnum Sword isn't all traded, so you're not really getting the second trade buff over here. So that is going to be a letdown, but nonetheless, this one is a pretty good way to build it. This one is overall good. Doesn't really matter too much, for the pilot wise. You're not really losing on too much of a stat because you didn't need pro tag, so that is understandable. You do have to build Project Pilot, the main tag over here, so that is good. Not bad. In terms of otherwise, I see the Epion isn't ultra rated, and yeah, do has what? Excuse me. I think the best way to handle this right here is swap this one out, swap it, and then subslot in a H1 Titus backpack. That one you give you the most amount of like you know, good portrait. But unfortunate part of it of the H1 Titus is you're not running a P attribute, so there is that one portrait you're not gonna benefit from it, but it is gonna be a little bit better than running just this over here. You're not gonna get the benefit of it out of it, so that's one letdown for that over here. All the other parts are good. Yep, this one is good. All right, yeah, not bad. This one is overall is a pretty good overall build over here. There's just a little bit of a tweaking that can be done in terms of the gears over here. Wow, this version even has that. Yeah, this one is good. The only thing they need to work on is this one over here, and that, and then they're set. Yeah, pretty good overall build over here. Not bad. Alright, this one will be the last one I'm gonna do. I think this video should be long enough already. So unfortunately, there isn't a lot of people to be playing over here. So I'm gonna rate Foundelberg afterward. Right, so a lot of people are using the double sky backpack, which is good obviously for what is the overall reasons. That did about 200k, so not bad. I feel like Foundelberg should have a pretty good overall build. So this next attack over here should do a little bit more higher attack because there are some buffs going on already. Yep, 400k, so not bad overall. If I activate, let me use this right here. Alright, let me see what they can do as their final attack. Okay. Alright. I'm waiting. Alright, bicep, let's see what your bicep can do with all these buffs over here. Wow. 80k, 800k, not bad. So I assume your build shouldn't be too bad as well. It should be somewhat of a decent build, I assume. So let's actually take a quick look over here then. Foundelberg. Alright. Let's see. Oh wow. Yeah, you did pretty good damage despite the fact that your builds over here you are looking at. Alright. The first problem I'm gonna tackle right here is gonna be the gear. Like I said again, for the first one, the gear is gonna be an important factor. So once you are able to get up to even like the green for all of them, for example, you should be looking at a little bit of a higher output. This is something of a long-term work on. It's not something you can, oh, let me hop into the game right now and try to do everything at once. This is gonna take time like this. These two is gonna take a lot of times and parts and time and effort spent onto getting enough of those requirements that need you to do. This one does require your pilots to be at a certain proficiency, like the certain amount of points. This one as well. So it is gonna take a while. So this one as well. So the fact that you are able to power up this gear that fast is good. That's pretty excellent. What you're gonna do up next is you can add some custom abilities. Everyone should get that level 1 ability. So you can slap them some, I don't know, attack, all beam, and physical up by 5%. So that should help you out by a long shot as well. The next thing you can do is probably prioritize on a skin. Whenever you feel like you have enough parts, you don't need the parts. I'm talking about like your EX skill onto your main builds and all that. I think that would be a pretty good start at that point. So the gear is something you need to work on, and then the skin is something you can keep in mind that you can work on later on down the road. In terms of this, so this one is gonna be like a melee build, obviously, so we can tackle some highlights for melee build, obviously. So let's see. All right, you are using the Gerber straight. Does have an alteration. Wow, you were able to get that up to a level 98, so that's good. I feel like you are missing some capitals to fully upgrade that to the level 99, so that's understandable. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem because you're not running a skin, so there are most of the times you're not able to use some portrait like you can be doing. I feel like what you can do, I think the best option is gonna be double sub slot for the garbage trade to get the most out of attack out of it. I feel like you can squeeze in close combat probably in some other parts, because otherwise you're sacrificing too many flat parameter stats over here, so that's not gonna be too good. In terms of your melee arm over here, so that's good. You are using the straight right frame, so it's serviceable, I would say. It's a pretty good free to play option. But unfortunately, the tag wise, yeah, you are only getting a 10%, unfortunately, but you are going to be getting this portrait over here. This portrait isn't really going to buff any of your, power boosting. Otherwise, this one is strictly more of like being able to use your EQ a little bit more faster in a way. So I guess if you are approaching that build, that's fine. But otherwise, I feel like you can subslide in something that gives you a power boosting. I think that will be a more healthy choice in that regard. So, what build are you running? Okay, so this one I feel like you can subslide in. I think the only one. Let's see. I think Barbados arm does have some pretty good subslide option in terms of the big scale. So that is something you can look for. So any of the big scale, if they has any part word tag that kind of fits into this over here, that is something you can do, right? Alright, in terms of the pilot over here, side chi over here, so that's not bad. Are you using an operator? You are. So I okay, so I assume you are trying to build that one like that really CD builds where you can use the EXP a lot more faster. So 18% really isn't gonna cut it at this point in time. So you need a little bit more, let's say around 50%. I think 50% would be a pretty sweet spot. This one is good. This one, I believe, if not mistaken, this is the straight red frame shield here. So this one is good. This one is a pretty excellent choice. In terms of the backpack, the new Gundam is okay because you do have pro tag wise. Yeah. Is there any other part you can? Why do you need Gundam type? Why would you need Gundam type for the head? So this part is just battle raw. This one you can go for the big scale XT head. That's actually give you some sort of an EXP boosting, so that can work for you. Red frame over here, yeah, this one works. Yeah, this one is good. Yeah, this one is good overall. But you're running it S type, so this one you can't really benefit out of that. So yeah, this one is more of like that gray area over here because you can't really use that second portrait or the first portrait, but you can use the second portrait, and this one is like vice versa. So yeah, this build is on that really. Yeah. So if anything, if possible, switches to a P build, and then you can kind of benefit out of that. But you are so. You know what? This one over here, the Mars Force should have been something else. This one is not really gonna cut it just because of your overall build. But I guess overall you are still getting that 25% EQ piercing boosted, so it is something there. But this one it's not too optimal with the build with your overall setup over here. So let's take a look at the leg over here. Like I said again, you don't need Gundam type, so what you can actually do is you can actually subslide in something that gives you close combat, so you don't have to worry about it on this matter over here. Yeah. All right. Level up this one, and then you can get a little bit more parameter boosting on this one. So overall, this build does need its own little tweak over here. Like I said, this one over here does need it. The overall build over here needs a little bit, but overall, it's not a bad build for what is worth over here. So with that being said, this is pretty much it for this time around. So next time around, when there is another one of these multi missions, I will do another video of this sort of here just to kind of rate people's build overall, and give some tips and tricks of like how they can a little bit improve their overall build. So with that being said, this is pretty much it for this video over here, and then I'll catch you guys out on the next one.